All right, it's been a while. I've been kind of busy with work and everything, but this video is going to be about Blade Show prep, which if you're going to the Blade Show in Atlanta, it might be a little bit late for some of the information that I'm going to discuss, but I think it's good information in general for people if you're not familiar with the show, or I know they've added a show in California in October, I believe. So this is good information if you're planning on going to that show. But first, let's start with what's in my pocket. So I have my Benchmade bug out, and because it's a knife that just came to me, I've always thought that this knife was very similar to something else, and it reminded me of my Mini A100. So that's why I have both of these knives out today. But back to the discussion about Blade Show. So the first thing that I would do is I would book your hotel room, and I would book your hotel room at least 2 to 3 months in advance, because the hotel rooms fill up quickly unless you're not concerned about being close to the venue. You can drive around, there's public transportation, there's Uber, it's Atlanta, so or it's just outside of Atlanta, so there's plenty of transportation options. However, if you're close to the show, it's a benefit. And one of the first things that I mention is the pit. So, and this may be something that some of you guys already know and some of you don't. But a lot of the people meet up Thursday night at the Waverly Hotel in the lobby, which is what they call the pit, and that's where you can talk with everybody, anyone and everyone that you can think of in the knife industry. They'll be there. Anybody you see on YouTube that's in the knife community, they'll probably be there. This is also where a lot of those rare knives and things of that nature talks about selling those knives and sales occur. So I would want to stay somewhat close to the Waverly. I usually try to get into the Waverly Saturday night. Or Friday night, excuse me. But I don't usually get there early enough to get in Thursday night. But that's just a work thing again. So anyway, once you've got your hotel room booked, again, I would book it 2 to 3 months in advance, and I would look for close proximity to the venue of the Blade Show, which is the Cobb Galleria. But the Cobb Galleria is also close to the Waverly, so all those things are in walking distance or a short car ride. So the next thing I would do is I would secure one of these, which is a VIP registration form. These forms here will save you a little bit of money, especially if you're going to be there more than one day. I believe the 1 day pass is $25. Don't quote me on that. I'd have to look it up, but I believe that a 1 day pass is $25. If you get one of these VIP passes, you get all 3 days of admission for $20. There's also the early bird special where you can get in like an hour, maybe an hour and a half early before general admission. That's also an additional fee. I don't remember how much that is, but that's that. And I want to give a shout out to Arizona Custom Knives, who was nice enough to send me this VIP registration form. And I guess I should have mentioned that. That's how you get these forms. The people that are going to be there, the vendors that are going to be there, they receive these forms ahead of time. And if you contact them, usually they will send you one. Arizona Custom Knives was nice enough to send me the form. Well, they actually sent me 2 forms. They sent me a patch, and they sent me a t-shirt. So I thought that was pretty nice. The next thing that I would do, and this can kind of wait, as long as you can even do it the night before or whatever, but you want to print out a Blade Show map, or you want to at least look at the map and look at the vendors list, and you want to make a note of places you want to go. I don't know if you all can see this, but just this section here, each one of these little dashes is a table. So you can see how big this venue is. I mean, there are things all the way over here, and again, each one of these dashes is an individual table, all the way to over here. I would venture to say that the venue is probably the size of like 2 Home Depots, Home Depot and a half. I mean, it's a huge area, and there are people everywhere. What's going to happen is you're going to get in there, you're going to get talking to people, you're going to start talking about stuff with whoever you came with, you're going to get sidetracked with whatever's right in front of you, and before you know it, the show's going to be over, and you're going to have missed some things that you wanted to see. So I tried to go through the vendors list, and I've gone through the vendors list this year, and I write down a list of places that I definitely don't want to forget. Now, some places I have Strider mentioned here, but obviously I'm not going to miss the Strider booth. Some places you're going to automatically go to. I've got Shirogorov up here. Believe it or not, even though I've been to Blade probably 6, maybe 7 years in a row, I've never stopped by the Shiro booth. That's always a place that I forget. Definitely want to hit that. Zach Wood is gonna be there, excuse me. I definitely, after checking out that pry bar, it's a lot of money, but I definitely want to at least see what he has and possibly pick one up at the show. Strider, I'm going to hit Strider. Blue Line Gear is right next door to Strider. There are a lot of productions at Blue Line Gear. Strider's booth will have a lot of customs and a lot of limited runs, and they will have also some productions and things, but Blue Line Gear has the most of the inventory. GEC, definitely I'm gonna hit GEC. Grand Prairie Knives, I usually stop by there, say hi to my friend Christy. I want to stop by Essie. I want to check out the new Izula folder. DLT Trading, I didn't even know they were going to be there. It's like every time you look at the list, you see more vendors that you didn't even know were there. I want to swing by there because I bought a few knives from them this year, and they've had great service. So I want to see what they have, meet the people, say hi. Miller Bros. This is probably a company that a lot of people are not familiar with. I always like to stop by this table because they have tons of like swords and stuff like that, and crazy steals like Z-Ware. So I like to stop by that table and see all the stuff that I know I'm not going to buy, but I want to check out. Hinderer, I'm really on the fence about picking up one of those new fire tacks, so I want to swing by Hinderer and check one out, but I'm probably, if I pick one up at the show, which I don't know because you guys saw my video about purchasing Hinderers new, that's not something that I'm necessarily a fan of, but you know, you guys can check that out in that video. If I do pick one up though, it'll probably be from USA made blades. Witty is a great guy. Stopped by last year, said hi. He's semi-local to me. I know he does a lot of business and he's friends with one of my friends. So if I do buy one, I want to pick one up from him. And then finally, the Wicked Edge booth. If you guys remember, I sold my Wicked Edge, so I want to check out the Gen 3 in person. I want to ask Clay Thomas, who's the owner, some questions and just kind of get a feel for exactly what it is that I'll be buying. Also, you want to make sure you have a good bag. You can see here that this bag is pretty empty. It'll be pretty empty when I go to the show. You want to start with an empty bag because there are tons of catalogs and like they give away mouse pads and just tons of promotional items are given away at the show. So you don't want to go with a full bag because if you go with a full bag, you're not going to have any place to put all that stuff. Not that everybody wants that stuff, but sometimes people do. I also have this here. This was made by my buddy Dragon Cut. This is obviously my my username, screen name, whatever you want to call it, YouTube name. So if you see me, I have this bag. I have my name tape on there as always, and that's how you'll identify me. I also, give me 1 second. I'll also have my USN tags on me as well. If you're not familiar, USN is the Usual Suspect Network, which you can focus it on there. And a lot of the guys will be at the show. That will all have those tags on, or a good number of us will have those tags on. So definitely, if you see me, say hi. I'll be there. Like I said, Saturday. Friday night, Saturday. Definitely looking forward to the show. I hope this video was helpful. If you have any questions, post them down below. If you have any other suggestions, that's right. As I showed you, the venue is huge. So make sure that when you come to the venue, make sure that you bring some water with you. Make sure that you have on comfortable clothing, comfortable shoes, because I promise you, it's gonna be like a mad rush, especially if you get there early or you're there on Friday. There's going to be a huge rush of people onto the floor. It's like Black Friday on steroids. Just be comfortable, be prepared to spend a lot of time. You probably won't see the entire floor in one day if you want to take your time. Definitely when you get your map, make out a plan of where you want to stop first, because there will be a lot of exclusive knives and gear there that sell out fast. So make sure that you have everything that you want to hit in kind of a list of order of where you want to go. This list is not in order of where I want to go. It's just a list of the places that I want to hit. So I hope this was helpful for you. Please, like I said, if you see me, say hi. I look forward to seeing you guys there. Remember, a lazy man carries a dull knife.